I would have to say that Brock Lesnar, he doesn't really care about the WWE, in my opinion. Like, basically, Brock Lesnar, he's one of those types of guys who, after like his NCAA wrestling career, he went to the WWE because he got bored, basically. Maybe he needed some money, I don't know. But he's kind of one of those types of guys. He does one sport or one thing and gets bored and wants to try something else. After his NCAA wrestling career, he went to the WWE for a couple years. His last match was with Goldberg at WrestleMania 20, and he lost that match to go play for the NFL. Because during WrestleMania 20, they basically said the na 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 hey hey thing to him because they knew he was leaving for the NFL. Talks about how much people have been on Scoop websites and how long they've done that for. And basically, I mean, he's had success in the WWE. I mean, he was like a three-time world champion. I mean, he had success in the NCAA, being a champion in NCAA. I mean, the NFL went to the NFL. The NFL didn't work out for him so much. He wasn't big enough. As funny as it sounds, he wasn't big enough to play football. He was like 6'3", and these other guys are like 6'6", 6'7". He wasn't really big enough. He's strong enough, but not big enough. But basically, like after football, he went to the UFC or MMA, whatever. I guess MMA to start, and then he went to UFC. He had success in the UFC. He became the UFC World Champion. He won fights after fights. He was hard to beat. He lost his first fight. He tapped out. Then he just became a monster and started beating everybody. After the UFC, though, I think he lost his title. I forgot the name of the guy he lost to exactly, but after he lost his UFC championship, he went to um, I guess he went back to the WWE because he got bored again. And now he's back right now. He's on like a $2 to $3 million contract with no endorsements. Basically, he's just one of those types of guys who gets bored by one hobby and wants to go on to the next hobby, you know? He's a very athletic guy. I mean, he's a superstar. He's superstar Brock Lesnar. He doesn't really have to show up as much because he's such a big star. I mean, that's all it takes. He sells tickets, and because he sells tickets, he doesn't need to. They don't need to book him as much. Basically, they're using him like show up here, then show up there. If he appears too much, you know, it wouldn't be good because people might get bored by him. That's kind of what they're doing. That's why he's not showing up so much because one, he's too big of a star, and two, he just if he shows up too much, they feel like they're probably I don't know. He's gonna get bored by the crowd. So basically, he's showing up at Extreme Rules, and he might show up at. And he showed up at SummerSlam. It was rumored he was gonna be at Survivor Series, but that didn't happen. No, and rumored he was gonna be at Hell in a Cell. He was gonna interfere in the Ryback CM Punk match, but that didn't happen. The rumors kind of got to us to make us think he was gonna appear. So there you go, right there. We thought Brock Lesnar was gonna interfere in a match, so we tuned in to see what was gonna happen at Hell in a Cell. That's just how much Brock Lesnar sells tickets. But I don't think he really cares about the WWE because he just needs money and he's bored. He just he basically just wanted something to do, I guess, so he went back to the WWE.